Chris Brown, class 2026, starting quarterback for Yates. Jason Needham, class of 29, and I play DB and receiver.
Okay. So yeah, man. I've been seeing, y'all making history or whatever. Y'all haven't went undefeated like since the '80s or whatever. How do y'all feel about that?
I feel good about it. It just feel good of changing the culture and changing the whole program around. To get more people to come see that you can be great at Yates. So it feel good.
Was it any pressure, like with the record, like say for instance when it got to 3-0, 4-0, it's like, oh, we can really go undefeated, or what? Y'all wasn't really worried about being undefeated?
Nah, I mean we was most definitely worried about being undefeated. It's just we still had the mindset that we can go 10-0 and change it around, because that was our plan, just to change the whole thing around. So yeah.
What was the record last year for y'all?
8-3. We finished 8-3 in the playoffs. We got knocked out first round.
What was the team that had knocked y'all out? Navasota. What was the do you remember the score? What was the score?
I think it was 49-19, something like that. Yeah, 49-19.
So I guess just run us through that game. I guess what was the pros and cons out of it? What it was something that you could have done better? Or just the team in general. Don't have to be you, just the team in general.
Preparing ourselves, we weren't prepared all the way for the moment. So when we got into the moment, it messed us up during the game. We had some of our key players who were involved in the game because stuff outside of school and missing practice. So it was like that was a moment that messed us up to where we was trying to get to.
So you big on practice, right? You big on going to practice?
For sure.
You're not like Allen Iverson, right? Practice. You remember that?
You gotta practice how you play. If you don't go to practice, you'll never nothing will never change. So practice comes first, and then game time. If you don't go to practice, you don't play. How you gonna know the plays if you don't go to practice? So yeah.
So I see that just watching you, a couple of your highlights, you very talented in how you play. And I know some people that's very talented, they really don't have to try hard in practice. They can try to just run through the motions, and then when they get out that game, they just 100%. Are you like that, or you 100% all the way?
Nah, you gotta go 100% practice and game time, because you never know. It could be you could be at practice and you could be playing around, and that'll be your last time playing football. Some people end their careers off practice, playing around outside of practice and all that. So you gotta, cherish every moment. And go 100%.
I want to talk about your name, the name of Chris Brown, an iconic name. With your parents, I feel like they did a great job at naming you. Growing up, was it ever did people ever make fun, or used to always call you Chris Brown, the dancer, the singer?
Yeah, it was most definitely like that. They used to always say do a dance, or they'll start singing Chris Brown song. I got teachers here, one of my favorite teachers. Every time she see me, she'll sing Chris Brown song, try to be funny. So but it don't do nothing to me. It just I just be laughing. Because it's crazy that I got that name, but I'm actually named after my mama. Her name is Crystal. Some of her friends and stuff, they call her Chris. So yeah, that's how I got the name Chris Brown. My dad's last name.
Are you a fan of the singer, or not really?
Nah, I used to listen to him when I was younger, but I ain't really a big fan of him. So yeah.
So what got you started, I guess, into football? What was your first little league team, or how did that go about? This is a sport that I want to play.
It was the Southeast Saints. My mama was actually scared for me to play football, because I got chronic asthma, so she was scared for me to get on the field, and something happened to me. So she was scared, but the owner of the team, she seen me playing on the sideline with the rest of the kids when their game was over, and she was like, he could actually be something. So she was telling my mama, give me a try. And she just think, like my mama just thank her every time she see her for like telling her to let me play football.
What was that? My fault. What was that again that you said that you had as a child?
Chronic asthma. I still got it.
Oh, you still got it?
Bad asthma, yeah.
So, I'm saying, like I say, with all that running, like, I guess do you go to sideline? Do you get your asthma pump? They give you like a little oxygen? Like, how do you endure with all that running?
See, with that, sometimes, like in the game, most of the times at my games, I don't take my asthma pump because like the more you take it, like you'll keep it. But like if you like work over it, you can, like you can lose asthma. Cause my big brother got asthma, but he started running track, playing football, and so like it ain't like it wasn't hitting him as hard as like my asthma hit me. So I try not to use it. I just drink my water, take deep breaths and just breathe. So yeah.
I know, speaking back to Little League, that was a time that someone else seen something in you and actually believed in you. Yeah. But at what point in your eyes, from your perspective in your lifetime, like was it a big play? Was it probably elementary? Was it middle school that you actually believe you yourself, oh man, football, that's it for me. I can really be the starting quarterback. I know you say you used to play receiver. Like when did you realize to yourself that you can really be great at football?
I ain't gonna lie, starting in elementary. We used to have recess, everybody had recess in elementary. So, like, my coach, he used to be, like, one of my younger coaches for, I still keep in touch with him, but he used to always tell me, like, you can be something. And, like every time, like, we go to recess, we play football and all that, I was just having fun, but, like, in my head, I was thinking about it, like, I can really do something with this. Like, tell my mama, like, Mama, don't be scared, I'm a ball out. So, yeah.
So, how many siblings do you have?
I got, 8.
How many brothers and sisters we got, bro?
I got 4 sisters.
You the youngest, or
Yeah, I'm youngest.
out of everybody?
Out of everybody.
And you play football as well, right? Y'all on the same team?
And I hoop.
And you hoop too? Which one is your favorite? Like not the one that people tell you should do. Like you yourself, which one do you like the most?
I like basketball because I'm on ranking and it's like I'm getting more recognition in basketball than football.
And you already, cause like I say, you a freshman, right? And you already on varsity. Can you kind of speak on that? Cause that's not like the normal. Like you have to be like very talented. You have to be very good to be on varsity as a freshman player. So you kind of speak how that happened?
Like when I was in middle school, Chris was telling me he like come to some workouts with me so you can get better if you're gonna be on varsity. And I was telling him, I was like, all right, bro, even though I'm in basketball season, I'm gonna come. I'm like try to make it with you. And when the time came, I was ready to play varsity. But most people be telling me, they like, Chris Brown, yo, but that's the only reason you're on varsity. And I had to show him like why the real reason I'm on varsity.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, like, do you feel like it's pressure, like, from like being on the team and other teammates that probably was on the team last year, looking at you probably came and took their position. They probably feel like, oh, he only doing that because his big brother. So did you feel like it was pressure that you have to really go to school and actually show them why, and it's not just because of who your brother is?
Yeah, I really had to like show them what my mama made, what my parents made, so they can believe why I'm on varsity with Brady.
And I want to ask, like, do people tell y'all that y'all are cocky or arrogant, or do y'all feel like it's confidence?
No, it's just very confident.
Yeah, it's all about confidence.
I always had confidence. When it come down to football, I'm confident strong. Like I ain't let nobody tell me how to play my game and how I play my game. So it's like trust yourself. Now you gotta have confidence in everything you do. Or if not, it ain't gonna work. Now, he one of them ones like you gotta tell him like I ain't the reason why he really on varsity. He worked for it. And I ain't gonna tell nobody I'm the reason why my little brother on varsity. I'll tell him like he worked for it, and then like what motivates me is him. So like every time like he around me or like he working out with me, he motivates me like that's my little brother, like my baby out of everybody. So I push for him.
So when y'all out there playing, and I know Matter of fact, what's your height? What's your height?
5'8".
You 5'8". What's your height?
I'm 5'4".
You 5'4". So with with y'all out there playing against varsity, you probably come across 6'8", etc. tall people. Y'all not afraid like getting hit by them?
No, sir. Not at all.
I mean, my speed kills, so like you gotta catch me.
So you barely.
And like my footwork just quick. Like you ain't gonna have like big tall dude who just come up to me. Like you have to get down to catch me first off. Like and then for you to tackle me, you gotta bend all the way down. It's hard to tackle me. So yeah, I don't really too much like worry about it. When it come to height don't mean nothing. Like muscle don't mean nothing when it come to me. I'm gonna make sure like I get my muscle up, but like your muscle, I ain't worried about it. You just gotta stop me. As long as you can stop me, like you will be good. But if you can't stop me, you got trouble.
Have you or your brother have ever been like hit hard or blindside? You can talk about a time when you was playing somebody blindside. You like damn.
Now I was in Little League. Like we played it Fun League. You know what Fun League is?
Yeah.
Played it Fun League. It was one of them games like they been studying us. Like knowing I'm a key player, so we on kickoff, I go on kickoff, and I'm finna go tackle somebody. Big lineman, they put him on there on purpose. Big lineman came out of nowhere. We blindsided him. I ain't even really feel nothing, but he hit me, so it was a hard hit.
Yeah.
Of course I was gonna feel it, but like my face mask had came up, like he broke my face mask, my whole face mask just ripped up. I just took the helmet off, put on the whole new helmet and jumped right back in the game.
Nah, for real.
It was like, I'm used to all that. You ain't gotta be just used to people like big boys just trying to feel like they could just pick on somebody when they come down to football, or they can be rough. Nah, I'm tough mentally and physically, so I ain't worried about it.
I want to speak on your speed because you highlighted how fast you are. What's your time in like 40-yard dash?
4'3".
4'3"? What about you?
I never did.
You never did?
Yeah.
So what's a race like between y'all, like growing up? Y'all ever raced each other?
Now, we used to race each other when we were younger. We never just like tried it again.
You think you can keep up?
I'll fly out and beat him.
That's how he's supposed to feel.
Yeah.
I want him to feel like that. I want my little brother to think he better than me and everything, because that's what I want him to do. But I know we both gonna make it, so that's what I was talking about with motivation. Like I want him to feel like that. So yeah, I also motivate him.
I want to ask y'all because the way you talking, like you been an example, you setting the tone for your little brother, and you like, how old are you?
18.
You 18, like you're very young as well. Like you should also be setting an example for yourself. But to you, your biggest motivation is your little brother. I want to ask, like, what was y'all upbringing? Like, who inspired you? Like, who taught you to be the way that you are? The reason why you feel like you basically family oriented. Like you want to be there for your little brother. You want to be the example for your little brother. Who was the example for you?
My older brothers, but mostly it's my brother, like, he above me. Well, no. It's good. You got Nico, Dan Chicho, and B-Rock. B-Rock, yeah, he at Texas College right now. So he always, like, when he was a senior, I was a freshman. It was just like us. So, that's how he was with me. So I ain't got no choice but to be like that with him. And I've been like that with him since, like, we was younger. So it ain't nothing that just had happened, and I just started like being his motivation and he being my motivation. It always been like that. So like everywhere I go, you see me, you gonna see my little brother. Like anytime like I get like an interview or like somebody talking to me, I always speak on how much like I love my little brother and how much he motivated me to go harder. So that's what that is. My oldest brothers.
So, out of all your siblings, I guess, would it be your older brother or your little brother that's your favorite sibling, if you had to choose? Right now, if you had to choose.
My little brother.
Okay. You saying that because he right here, or just all together?
My little brother. My mama know how I am about everybody know how I am about my little brother, like, well, I got about my little brother, man.
So, has anybody, ever, tried to play with him in front of you?
We tried it.
Tried it.
Yeah. don't never speak on that because
I got you.
chief,
Yeah.
So, but I ain't gonna play behind him.
Nah, that's a beautiful thing to see. But growing up, like, was it mom and dad at home, like growing up together?
Of course, yeah.
And you say y'all have 11 or 8 siblings?
We got
It's 11 total, like including y'all too?
yeah.
Okay. And y'all all grew up, everybody grew up together?
Nah, some of it, only 2 of our brothers didn't like really grow up with us. But they was like coming around. One of my brothers, he in jail right now.
So where y'all from? Are y'all originally from Houston?
Yeah.
Like what part?
I'm from Sunnyside. Yeah, he's from Sunnyside. I'm from Michigan, Quarter Street,
Mm,
in South Union area.
yeah.
So like I say, how was that like coming up? You know what I'm saying? Did y'all meet up to play football? Cause I know Cullen right there. Did y'all meet up to play football over there at Cullen? Or nah, not really. Like
No, when I was when I first started playing football, we already had moved. We had moved to South Lawn. Then that's when I had started playing football and started playing at Cullen. So that's what I.
at the little football field.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? I'm asking at the football field or
Yeah.
just about all right.
The school Cullen at the
Yeah.
football field. Yeah.
And I was gonna say, we really used to go to the park like by Cullen and go play 7-on-7 with our older brothers, BJ and like the other ones he was talking about. We used to really go play 7-on-7 with them. That's how I really started to do.
So I guess with y'all growing up over there, and I know, you probably see the old heads when they see y'all, like they salute y'all, they be happy to see y'all, like, man, y'all making the neighborhood look good.
Yeah. They shoot me texts and, let me know how proud they is, like, and how, like, I'm putting on for everybody, so they for sure be reaching out.
Because like a lot of people, like on the outside looking in, like growing up in that area where y'all grew up from, that's like I wanted to say, it's a kind of like a dangerous area. And to see like, that y'all choose football, like it was a lot of different things that y'all could have picked, but y'all chose to play a sport and actually become good at a sport and actually decided to do something with y'all like. That's pretty impressive.
They go back to my mama, She was very hard on us when we was younger, like she didn't want that for us, She wanted us to be something. And she did good at doing what she said she was gonna do. And, she did. I always believed in my mama, So she had my brothers on the right track, knew we was all gonna be on the right track. So, it was never a problem with us with the street life and stuff. So like we was always focused on football, like, sports. Cause we played multiple sports. Football, you got track, baseball. I even tried soccer when I was younger. Just doing some stuff, just to get out the house and get out the neighborhood.
Stay active.
So just stay active. So it was just like multiple sports that we just try to do, just to try to make it. We're gonna make it soon.
Outside of the two main sports, basketball and football, what would be your other favorite? If to say those two, like just you was good at it. I'm not gonna say if it wouldn't work, because anything can work if you put your mind to. Baseball? That's what it's bad, yeah. What position in baseball? You?
Pitcher and shortstop.
What about you?
Baseball too.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Same position?
Nah, first base.
First base?
We always played. When we was younger, we played all 3 sports. Only sport that we didn't do was track. I just always had speed. I was just gifted with speed, gifted with the talent that I got. So that was never just
The coaches never tried to come get you to come run track?
Yeah, they did. I mean, I really didn't know nothing really about track. So it was like, all I knew was just run, so I didn't know about the, techniques and all that for running. But, I got to high school and now I'm running track.
What made y'all choose Jack Yates High School?
My big brother,
He,
my mama had, I don't think he really wanted to come here, but, mama told him just like, Like, just try it out. So my brother came here. We just stayed here, met a new family. So like that's when we all just fell in line. Like most of our whole family, my Amy, all my brothers, my cousins, we got a big family that came through Yates. Like people that know us. So it's big coming in.
So what was your record this year? I mean, like currently, like what is your record this year?
10-0.
10-0.
Both playing on going 16-0.
16-0.
Trying to be very good.
So, with y'all being undefeated, which game this year y'all think was the hardest, and which game y'all think was the easiest?
Easiest is probably
He laughing.
Scarborough and Northside. Hardest game, I don't even know. Probably Royal. That's right.
Yeah. Warrior.
So Royal, that's about it. We had Royal, then we had Madison. The Madison game, we didn't even get a chance to finish. It was a shutout. They had too much going on in the stands, so they just.
Oh, is that the game? Like, it's supposed to somebody had like shot inside the game or something?
But it wasn't even no shooters. But that's what they were saying. Then everybody just started running everywhere. Then they was running on the field. So they just like, they had cut the game out. I mean, Madison side, they say it was packed, but Yates side, he didn't have nowhere to sit. So it's like, everybody standing up. It was just too much going on. So they just had to.
I'm glad, like I say, I'm glad y'all brought up Madison. Cause like I was watching the highlights or whatever, and I seen like the start of the game, the guy from Madison, he broke for 75 yards or whatever, but they had called it back.
That's my homeboy.
So yo, what was going through y'all mind like when bro just broke? I was like, damn, bro came to play.
You gotta face adversity. So that was one of the moments. Like they scored first, now it's time for us to go, shake back. So it wasn't, once he scored, I mean, I know what he's capable of doing. So like. I ain't put it past him that he'll return the kick. So it was just like he found his lanes.
Yeah, bro was moving. What's his name?
Dontrell Fisher.
Okay, Dontrell Fisher.
Nickname Paco.
Yeah, bro was going. I was like, damn. And then after that, I just seen when you had just kind of took over the game. So like it just be feeling like natural. You don't never get nervous. It's just natural.
It's just natural. It's something I love, so what could I be nervous about? Playing with my heart out. Leave it all on the field, so it ain't nothing to be nervous about when I step on the field. Every time I step on the field, I feel like I'm the best person on the field. I'll just show it. I show what I got behind me too. Got a big team behind me. I just ain't the only one though. We got talent everywhere across the field.
So what was the score for that Madison game before they shut it down?
38-6.
34-8.
30-52. Yeah, I think it was 34-8.
What quarter was it?
It was going to the third quarter. We ain't going to halftime. It was second quarter. Second quarter, I think we had we was going into halftime. But yeah, I was just finna kneel the ball. We was finna run the locker room. As soon as I was finna hike the ball, all you hear was screaming, everybody just running. And that's what stopped it right there.
And what? Now you okay? So like stuff like that, when things happen like that at a high school football game, really any football game, that's kind of crazy. But like, what was it like? Like, did coach come on field, rush out to the locker room, y'all head home, or what was the backstory to that?
When that happened, we was all confused. Like, we thought it was just a big old fight and everybody just running. But when I seen too many people running, I'm like, yeah, it got to be something involved with a gun, because all the people ain't just gonna be running from them for a fight. But it was mostly it was like people our age, high school students. So I ain't put it past that. Like high school students, they gonna run to a fight. Yeah, but I was on the field. I was just seeing it. And coach was like, everybody just lay down, because they was like there was a gun involved. So coach was like, everybody just lay down. We got some of our team that's running across the field. know, I was the last one to like lay down. I'm trying to tell them like, no, don't go that way, because they running away well. Everybody was running to they jumping from our stands, running all the way across to Madison stands, running all the way. I was like, man, it was just a lot going on. And then that's when they finally came from the other side of the field. That's when we all just went in the locker room. We was just ready to play again. But they had called the game. We was mad. Left out, everybody was still there. I was just in the parking lot waiting on this. We still able to see our people after the game. We was also mad. Like, we wanted to finish the game. It was packed, bro. Like,
Yeah, because that's probably like as far as like Houston. That's probably was like as far as Houston High School from Yates to Madison. It's probably the game that everybody was ready and excited to see. I mean, 38-6 at halftime. The game was almost over.
There. We had 97 on the box there. We had Defender Sports. We had the Houston Company. It was a lot of people there.
Do anybody like compare you to Vince Young? Because Vince Young, he kind of did the same thing for Madison.
Yeah, I actually used to go to church with him.
Oh, for real?
With my granny, on my granny's side.
So like,
But
go ahead.
Nah, they do.
Okay, so like, you think like, if you was to reach out to him, you think he'll like, he'll be like on some Hollywood, or he'll like kind of like give you like some mentorship?
I don't know.
Cause like I'm saying, what you doing?
We ain't never had no close bond, so like I wouldn't expect for him to like,
Not. I understand, but I was just saying, what you doing for Yates right now, he kind of did. He basically did the same thing when he was at Madison. So I guess, be like a Houston thing. Like, okay, let me, the ins and outs, I don't know. Just,
I wouldn't expect it anyway, so I would be looking forward to, looking for that type of stuff, Everybody be having their moments to where they like, acting Hollywood, but everybody, like, most people let fame get to their head, so I don't too much worried about reaching out to people like that.
And speaking of that, you reaching out. I feel like you a child, like you in high school, you doing your thing, you doing to the best of your ability. Like I'm seeing you scoring 9 touchdowns in a game. Like that's kind of unheard of. Like, do people reach out to you? Do you feel like Yates High School, do you feel like y'all get the coverage and the notoriety that y'all deserve and that y'all worked for and that y'all earned? Like going 10-0, going undefeated in the regular season, that's pretty big. Do you feel like people reaching out and covering y'all the way that y'all earned?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest, because you still got people who still doubting us. Like tomorrow, we got a big game. It's round 1. Most like everybody saying like we ain't playing nobody, so they feel like once we go against these people, like round 1 we gonna lose. So they ain't really on our side, but we gonna show them though. But we do got some like the community and stuff like on our back, so gotta carry everybody to Jacksonville.
So yeah, basically, I kind of wanted y'all to give us a rundown, like, I guess the game day ritual, like, what y'all do before the game, like, the morning time to, I guess, whatever, the afternoon till it's time to play the game, like
y'all
give us a rundown.
Said, like, hey, bro, let's get up, it's time to get it, let's get it.
Give us a rundown.
I don't never have an alarm set. It's just like, once it's game day, I'm going to wake up by like, I don't know, it's just like someone just waking up around like 6 o'clock, like
in the morning?
Yeah, 6 in the morning. I just be up, and then I'll try to like go back to sleep. Like I'm trying.
But you excited?
For time to go. Like I'm excited for this day. Like so, like when I get up, do my morning stuff, brush my teeth, wash my face, put on the clothes, and then like my mama know what it is, so like she let us play the music. Like on the way to school, we play our own music. Playing the music, she like, y'all ready? Mama doing her talking.
What music y'all listen to? Young boy?
Sure, listen to YB. YB gonna be like only one on my playlist, Sometimes like if we listen to like other people, but like when it's about that time, straight YB. I don't listen to nobody else. And also my big brother, he a rapper too. the real facts. I listen to my brother too. He turned me up too. So he's somebody that everybody like. I feel like everybody's sleeping on my brother, but
That name sounds familiar. Is he like what part of Houston he from?
that's
What's up, Heron Clark?
no, like
Yellowstone?
yeah,
Okay,
Yellowstone
okay.
area. Yeah, I feel like his name gonna get big like sometime soon. But just be looking out for that man. I feel like everybody sleep on my brother, but in time, everybody got their time.
Yeah.
Right now might not be his time, but time coming for sure. Just always be patient, but that's the game that my mama let me play the music, let us play our music. If not, she don't want to listen to what we listen to. Put our headphones in, go all night, get to school, make sure you do your work, doing our work. Once it's time to go in the locker room, by that time everybody just turn up. So, that just be it, Go through the school day, get to the game, put my stuff down, go walk the field, put my headphones on, throw the ball around, warm up, then go back in, put my stuff on, put my tape on, and go out for team stretch. That's when it's time, game time.
What about you? What you do?
Really just listen to music, get to school, lock in, do my work. Talk to a few people, but not like everybody, like to get thrown off. Then get in the locker room, put my headphones back on, get my stuff ready, get on the bus. When I get on the bus, I know it's time to go. Like put on my football mindset and like block everything out.
What you listening to? YB2?
Nah, I'm listening to Raw Wave.
Right, yeah.
They only listen to one song by YB, that's Walking Dead.
What's your favorite Raw Wave song?
2018.
What's your favorite YB song?
If niggas. They don't too much like believe us, so hey, we gonna rock out what we rock out with. It's us versus us, like Coach always said. Us versus us, like it's gonna be us versus everybody. Yeah.
Do you feel like I'm quite sure NBA YoungBoy, he's like one of the greatest artists, the greatest artist if you ask me. But do you feel like you use that mentality, like that black ball mentality of him to the industry? You use that in your mind for sports?
Of course, because you got politics. Like when they think of Yates, they like say we got a good they wouldn't say we got a good or a bad background, but they know the history of Yates. So like they don't too much like put too much on us, like too much bad stuff on us, but. It ain't too many people like trying to come here, so that's why we did what we did this season. We're 10-0, so we can get the colleges and all that to come here and see what we got here. So I also I use that.
What's your GPA?
Mine right now 3.1.
It's good.
I don't never just speak on. I ain't got no bad GPA, but I just never just speak on it. Because you got some people who like your GPA can that's crazy. Paco calling me right now, but it's crazy. You can your GPA changed during the school year, so that's why I always get tell him make sure your grades up. You want to be an A and B student, so your GPA gonna be all the way up. You can have colleges come in and talk to you and all that. So.
You took SATs or ACTs yet?
Nah. We did, but some of our scores is messed up, so we get a chance to go back.
Okay.
And just redo them as many times as you want. But we got a one something, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. So I'm gonna go back over and take my SAT again, for the better for the colleges.
And speaking of colleges, have any college that you probably wanted, have they reached out to you yet, or any offers, or any just letting you know, hey, we looking at you, we need you to do this, or we want you to better this? Have any schools reached out to you?
Yeah, I got a few colleges that are reaching out to me. Got TSU, Alcorn, UTEP. it's a couple of colleges that I done talked to and people I got offers from. It ain't just like where I want it to be, but I'm forever be thankful for the stuff that I received.
Always, always. You have a school that you feel like you leaning more towards than others?
Nah, not really. Options still open. Wherever, like, they talk to me to where they want me to come ball. 'Cause that's all I want to do when I get to college is, do my work and ball out. Show what I can really do. 'Cause, when they look at me, they think of the height, and, like how short I am. But like, I don't.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next question. Because in high school, you more so the talent that you have is gonna override and speak for everything. Like if you want to be quarterback, you feel like that's your position. Coach is gonna listen to you because basically, it's your team. But now when you go to college, everybody's coming from all over the world. Does it make you feel some type of way, like kind of sad, or just kind of you get down at times thinking like knowing it's a possibility that the coach is gonna want to change your position?
No, not at all. Cause it's like I ain't trying to be funny. I can play any position on the field, defense, offense. I can play anywhere. Like in a skill set, I can play anywhere. So like, I don't be caring. Like I just want to ball out. It don't matter where you put me at. I'm gonna play. Like I'm gonna give it all I got. So I don't too much get in my feelings about that at all.
You just like football. It don't matter the position.
I just want to ball.
So like, what would be? Let's just say, you in college, and, you know how some people in high school, they do so good, and they get to college, and then they, you know what I'm saying? So what would be, what would be like a distraction that you think that would kind of not, like I say, we're not saying that's going to happen, God forbid, but what you think would be like a distraction, or what you think would be something that would kind of prevent you from being at the level that you is right now once you get to the next level and playing football?
It ain't too much that can distract me, but something like dealing with like my family. That's about it. Like that's the only thing that'll be able to like throw me off, or that's just about it. Something like dealing with my family, like something ain't going right with my family, and like it's gonna like throw me off a little bit, like get me distracted. So, but anything besides that, nah, too much worry about it. Cause I know how to like focus and keep my head on games. So. That's about it.
What's something you changed in your routine or even mindset this season that made the biggest difference?
Being a leader, because it ain't too many leaders like that just like stay on everybody. Like you got some people that try to be leaders, and you got like some people who ain't never like been around a real leader. And like you got some people who don't know what a leader is. So like leadership.
What does leadership look like to you when nobody's watching?
Working, work when nobody around. Putting in work to where like basically putting in work when nobody looking. Because you got some people who only want to work when the cameras and like the coaches watching you. Nah, can't do that. That ain't how it is. You gotta work when nobody looking.
I wanna piggyback on something you had said earlier. You basically said that like you don't care about not caring, but I guess when it comes to reaching out, it is what it is. Either somebody gonna reach out or not. But if you, like I say, if you had to choose, I guess who would you want to reach out or just mentor or give you some advice, just moving on in life? I guess speaking on football wise, if like any NFL, whether they playing now or they retired, like cool, and why?
I'll say somebody like they come from where I come from, like somebody that been through like what I've been through, like the environment that they lived around.
Nah, I got you. Okay.
You sound like
hypothetical, player? Like I say, just like an NFL player or whatever, because I know you probably had to see somebody, you like, man, they live on the field. This somebody that I probably want to mimic my game, or not mimic my game, but play like them in a sense. Like it can be anybody in the NFL, college, just anybody there. Like dang, like a lot of people like Deion Sanders. Like I would want Deion Sanders to come mentor me, or just anybody.
I'll say Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Why him?
Because he come from like that's my favorite player. Like he come from like the environment. Like I feel like he'll understand like where I'm coming from. Like when I explain to him like the stuff that we go through like with the schools and all that. And you know like us being like a team that a school like they wouldn't like too much like recognize. You know, when he came out of high school, he didn't really have too much like too many colleges like looking at him and talking to him like that. So but he was still going. Who else? Cam Newton. You know, Cam Newton went JUCO, then he went D1. So I'll pick one of them.
So let's just say, hypothetical again, Cam Newton and Jalen Hurts was to see this interview, right? And they come to your graduation, like, oh, congratulations, like, would you start crying? Like, how would you feel? You'd be like, you know what I'm saying? How would you feel?
Nah, I ain't starstruck.
Oh, okay.
So I wouldn't cry. Like, I'd be excited, though, because, like, that's, like, one of my favorite players, like, both of them. So, like, I'd be very excited, like, you know. I'd be very excited, like.
Has it been a time that you or your brother had to like suffer like a bad injury?
Nah.
Just
Thank
healthy
God
all the
for
way?
that one.
Yeah. Thank God for
Thank God
that.
for that one. It's crazy because my big brother did, though.
What type of injury your big brother had to go through?
To his ACL, his MCL, and something else. But then he messed up his shoulder. He like messed up his shoulder. Had to get surgery on his shoulder and his knee.
Okay.
So he really had it.
With you being on varsity, I guess like it's like the whole school kind of like they kind of allow y'all to do. What's the word I'm looking for? I guess do they allow y'all to get away with a bunch of stuff that other students can't get away with? Oh, it's same rules.
Cause like I remember when we was in high school, and you know Yates was probably known for their basketball team at that time, and then it was so good, everybody was lined up. It used to like, not saying it's true or not, cause it's all allegedly, but I used to hear like stories like how certain players didn't do their work, but that's not just Yates. That's everywhere you hear that, like how certain superstars get special treatment because they the best player on the team. That's not just a Yates thing, or that's something that's been going on forever. But I just remember hearing stories like how certain players, had that special privilege.
That's why some people do. Because like you got some kids at the school, they be thinking that the teacher show favoritism to them. I don't be doing that. Like, I'm a very respectful kid, so like, I'm gonna earn the respect that I'm supposed to get. So, they don't be like no favoritism.
Now that's just even like in certain movies you watch, you just see it like how certain, not even saying like, oh, you're not gonna do your work, but like they allow you to come in a little late and just turn the other cheek. Not saying you Drew, but just in general, just different people. That's just stories I used to always hear and just see, and I always wonder, like, being that superstar, like, is it a special privilege? Not as in far as like, oh, I'm gonna pass you, you don't have to do your work, but as far as like, you could kind of tell like when a teacher have her favorite student, like, she kind of sees something in them and she actually believe in it. Some students will come to class and get a teacher a hard time, class clowns, and you got some students that's respectful, and the teacher kind of, she'll appreciate them for making her job and her life easier.
It's most definitely like that, because you got teachers who care about your future. So like they gonna make sure you doing what you're supposed to do, making sure you sit in the front of the class, making sure you get your work in on time. So they for sure like make sure they care about you and care about how your future gonna be.
And on the other side of that, have you had any discouraging teachers, leaders during your journey? Like how you handle it? Example, they might tell you won't make it in football or focus on a different area or letting you know like, hey, football not promised. Make sure you getting your grades up. Make sure you thinking about life after football. You have anybody like that?
I got some teachers that like they tell me like they're asking me what you would do like if you wasn't playing football like helping me like plan my future like in case like football don't work or something. I'm eventually had a teacher who told me I wasn't gonna make it, but I still remember that, so I don't really too much take it to heart, but I for sure don't forget about that.
That's funny you say it. That remind me of the movie Boys in the Hood. You seen that?
Mm-hmm.
When the dude came from USC and told him, football don't work out for everybody.
Yeah.
So God forbid, we want you to go all the way if that's your dream. But if he wasn't to make it to the NFL, like what's next?
It's like saying plan B. I mean,
God forbid.
nah.
We want you to go all the way. You too.
Sure. But I always tell myself, like, they be like, what's your plan B? Like, plan A, plan B. Everybody know what my plan A is, but my plan B originally is like to make plan A work. Like, I don't want to never stop trying to, like make it to play football. But I do want to like study mechanical engineering, or like sports management and communicate.
So what NFL team would you like to play for?
Most people say like my coach told me this great. My coach was telling me about that today. He was like, I fit in like a Patriots offense, like by my height. Like if I was to stay the same height, like I fit in the Patriots offense. But I want to go with my favorite quarterback here because I really want to play I really want to play like slide or like running back or something like that. It's like they don't let me like play quarterback.
Who your favorite quarterback?
Jalen Hurts, right?
Oh yeah, Jalen
Would you?
Hurts.
I'm glad because that was gonna make me. I'm a big football fan, and something I noticed this year, mainly last year. No, it started last year, but mainly this year. He don't really throw the ball like a lot, and then you get like diva. Not to say diva because I understand them. It's like yes, I want to win. Yes, we winning, but at the same time, like me being a competitor, I want to contribute to the winning. So you got players like AJ Brown, like he might get one target a game. So for the most part, he's out there just doing cardio and just blocking. Then so he'll feel like I'm not getting past the ball. And with you saying you want to be a slot receiver, like would you want to go there and like never get the ball?
No.
Have you been seeing that like this year? Like he don't really throw the ball. They mainly like run the ball.
Yeah, but that's basically that's like they do that in college though. Most receivers, like some receivers don't, get the ball that much, but they gonna do it. They gonna block and show that they care about their other teammates. They ain't being selfish. So not if I ain't getting the ball, I don't want to go there.
Nah, cause when you said you want to go to the Eagles, I'm just thinking like, man, he don't really pass the ball like that. They gonna push you to death.
So how does it feel, with y'all being undefeated, y'all doing real good, for y'all, I guess, to be recognized as like, how can I put it, like when years come to pass, people gonna remember the season though. So how does it feel to be like put into like, cause like some famous people went to Yates, so it's like once this passed, like people gonna remember this, like damn, they went undefeated. So like people like the lady from the Cosby Show, Debbie Allen, like how does it feel to be kind of put into that same little category as legends? I'm trying to see who else went to.
And more names like that made it, that played basketball and made it to the NBA. Damian Dotson, Joe Young, Jacob Young. More so younger people that y'all may have known.
It was somebody else. I can't think about
it. Got Snap Peters. It was a lot of people. Some people made it famous, made it big. Some people just, like shitty superstars.
Yeah, and then you got the rappers as well. Like, how does it feel to be just in that category? Like, man, from years to come, you know, maybe your kids might come to Yates like, dang, my dad, you know. How does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, it make me feel proud of myself. Like, you know, I'm able to get in that category. When I first got here, you know, everybody was talking to me about well, I'm gonna say like throughout my high school year, like they talk about like how like I mean like the people that came here and that was able to like make it to make it big. You know, they always talk about it. So like it make me proud like for people to like come back and talk to people like the next generation about like that I came here and I'm in the lead and stuff. So it made me feel proud of myself.
So it's a movie called Friday Night Lights, football movie. They actually played Yates and they lost, but it's like scenes or whatever where like people that previously played for the high school, they like, yeah, y'all good, but you're not good.
Dallas Carter?
Yeah, that movie. They kept going, like different people like, you good, but you're not good until you win a ring. Yeah. So like do people ever come up to you like, yeah, y'all good, but like, man, y'all gotta win a state championship or whatever to be like.
That's just to pick up back on, they saying like, we don't play nobody.
Got
so,
you.
Like, I don't do too much like worry about the negative stuff. Like I'll take the positive stuff
and run with it.
But the negative stuff, I'll leave that out. I don't too much worry about negative stuff.
But that's the goal, right? That's the plan, right? To get that state championship. Sure. Bring it back to the city, man.
6 more games.
Bring it back, bring it home, man. So when y'all do it, what the parade gonna be?
Oh no, that's up to Coach Lee.
If you could throw a touchdown to any NFL receiver, present or past, who would it be and why? Or if you can catch a touchdown outside from Jalen Hurts, who would it be? Trevor.
I'll catch a flag.
From the Jack. Yeah, I know. I'm like,
Sunshine.
why Trevor Lawrence out of?
He played for it. Like that's the division we in for it. Not too many people look at a 4A division, because they feel like we play people, but like 4A division it ain't big as 6A. So Trevor Lawrence, he came from a 4A school.
How do you reset mentally after throwing an interception or making a big mistake?
Next play, like game ain't over. Like you gotta, move on to the next play. Like being stuck on one play, it ain't gonna help you at all. Like being stuck on one play ain't gonna help you get to the next play. Like you go back in with that same mindset, you might fumble, you might throw another pick. So like I just like move on. Just tell myself like, you good. Just move on to the next play.
I want to ask, as far as Yates, just from your knowledge, who was the top 5 athletes to you?
Who came out of here?
Yeah, just from your. You don't have to think about who played in the '80s. Just from your knowledge of the people that you remember.
Daniel Square. What they asked the question again?
The top 5 athletes that come out of Yates, from your knowledge.
One, my big brother, he had a story. He had a story coming out of Yates. Damian Square, Johnny Daly, Joe Young, where's Jacob now? That's for sure my brother. He had a story coming out of Yates. Well, 2 of my brothers had a story coming out of Yates.
And what was their story?
My brother, B-Rock, he had saved our, him and my other brother, they saved our neighbors from a fire. Like they lived across the street from us. They saved it from a fire. And B-Rock, he always been one of the ones in the district to be recognized. But after his knee injury, everything just went downhill. So he was trying to shake back, but it was his senior year, so it wasn't too much he could really do. But just he keep trying, so he kept trying.
I wanted to ask, what is y'all favorite touchdown celebration? Can y'all do it on the camera right quick or nah? You can't do it for the camera right quick, your favorite touchdown celebration?
I actually got a picture like that.
Dang, big bro, you too cool to stand up and do it. Hey, yo. Yeah, go ahead, let me see. You just got to, there you go. Let me see yours, dog, bro.
I don't even celebrate.
Oh, okay, bet.
Oh, he just next play. All right, now with tomorrow, would y'all say this like the biggest game of y'all career?
I'll say it's mine, cause like my first playoff game, you know, and like it could be my brother last. So you gotta go out there and give it to all.
So with you playing on varsity, they gonna automatically give you a letterman, or you gotta wait till your senior year to get it?
Nah.
He get his letter this year.
Yeah, it's long.
Hard.
Is he on varsity for basketball?
I want to get everybody. This gonna be like the last question. I want to get all y'all in there. Y'all playing tomorrow, right?
That's actually my god, man.
For real? Yeah, I want to get it. I want to get all y'all. I want to ask. Lead. This the night before.
Bro, look at him.
This the first. I want y'all to all introduce yourself. Let them know y'all name, the position, and y'all grade.
Y'all know actually him right here. He actually just made history. Him and his sister. He just went to state for cross country.
Congratulations.
I'm Lamar Smith. I'm a 12th grader.
Your sister here? Where your sister at? She not here? Oh, okay.
I'm Lamar Smith. I'm a 12th grader. I play safety.
Like football? I bet. Right on.
My name's
Right on.
I'm in 10th grade and I play running back and linebacker. I'm Elian Heston. I play football, 26 class, team. I play football, baseball, track and wrestling.
It sounded like on the Monday Night Football games when they start introducing the players. But look, tomorrow this been the biggest game of the season. This the night before. What time it is? It's 8 p.m. We at Yates High School right now. The night before the big game. What can we expect tomorrow? Y'all nervous? Like, what's the outcome? What y'all think the outcome gonna be?
You expect us to be disciplined, be a better ball club than last year. Everybody expecting us to be different. And we haven't played nobody so far, so we're going to just show them tomorrow what we've been doing. They had to come and tape. We ain't play nobody yet. Wait till we get to the playoffs and all that. We're going to show them what's for real. We're going to put them on for sure tomorrow.
What about from y'all? What can we expect? What y'all think?
Go out there and play hard. Listen to Coach Jason Lewis. Let's get to work. Get the win. Bring it back to the yard.
Go out there and ball, give it all on, leave it all on the field. Be disciplined, and do what we're supposed to do.
Any of y'all nervous?
Nah, I was used to it. You gotta have heart of a giant.
Introduce your sister. I know you. She can talk for herself. They just let us know y'all made history.
Smith. I'm in the 10th grade and I play basketball, flag football, I run track, and I did cross country.
And y'all accomplished, what did y'all accomplish in cross country?
My brother, he went to state,
and I broke a 42-year record.
And I broke the girls' record.
This is gonna be y'all last game. What can we expect from y'all? You gonna get a forced fumble with a pick six, 5 touchdowns. What can we expect? What's y'all expectations for yourself?
Go out there, just hype everybody up, just let them know, like, we for sure can do it, go out there and give it our all, try to score, anytime the ball in your hands, make a play, you gotta face adversity. So, when you face adversity, just ball out, stay under control.
Make sure, I do whatever for my team to win. I've been a team player for a long time on this team, so I just do whatever for my brothers, whatever they need. I just do what I can.
All
side. If we don't let the other team score, then I give some duty. I let them get the ball, they score. That's how I know we're gonna win.
Can we get a score prediction? Like what y'all think the final score gonna be?
Honest truth, I say 49. I'm gonna say 49-52. I say they score twice. I say they score twice. They gonna score twice and one.
Think y'all gonna give up 2 touchdowns?
Also, I say to listen. Also, like,
No, everybody make
like a
mistakes.
fluke, like a mistake, you know, a fluke, something like that.
I don't think they're gonna score.
Yeah, but it ain't my own thing.
I think we're gonna score at least 35 to 40. They're probably gonna score more. Because you know it's playoffs. Everybody come hard, everybody come to play, so they're gonna get one. That's it.
Y'all gotta make a statement, man. They been underestimating y'all all year, saying y'all ain't played nobody. Forget that 49-50. Y'all gotta go put up 70, man. Let them know y'all here, y'all ready to take over. But any last words or any shout outs before we get up out of here?
Shout out my boy Christopher Brown.
You know, I just want to shout out my whole team. Just be looking out for the underclassmen. And, we got more players and key players that's playing tomorrow. We just ready to ball out tomorrow. Keep this journey going.
Shout out to Stay Down Productions.
Yeah.